stress leads to heart attacks. I want to live to see 110 years old.
Legends, man. The pull up.
UK the unknown.
That's me.
For sure, man. Cashville Legends, the pull up, man. Give me a little bit about you have any upcoming projects or anything you working on lately, or new videos, new CDs, or albums, EPs, or anything?
Upcoming projects. So everybody been asking me for a little minute for volume 4 to the trilogy that I dropped.
Right.
And in my mind, it wasn't a volume 4. It's supposed to be a trilogy. But I'm gonna go ahead and give them a volume 4. Volume 4 will be called Can't Stop, Won't Stop. That's gonna be volume 4.
Okay.
Been dropping songs behind the scenes with a lot of people, producing wise.
Right.
And production wise too, actually. So there's a lot of new stuff coming.
Okay. With this Can't Stop, Won't Stop, what inspired that name?
Well, welcome to Cashville.
For sure.
So what started that was when I started doing music, people used to tell me I just wasn't gonna make it nowhere in music. They used to tell me to stop rapping, it's a hobby, stop singing, stop playing the piano, stop playing the drums, you ain't gonna be nothing, wasn't nothing gonna happen. So I dropped I Won't Stop Till They Kill Me.
For sure.
That was the first mixtape. That shit did what it was supposed to do.
Okay, so it changes, the name changes every CD. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then volume 2 was I Still Won't Stop. If anybody remember that, I dropped that whole mixtape in the studio that I put in Dodge City Projects.
Okay.
Yeah,
Put some history on it.
Everybody know 2497 26th Avenue North. Y'all already know what it was.
Alright.
Was it computer?
Even the picture, the album cover, it's me standing with Miss Apple. Anybody remember who Miss Apple was? She used to be one of the major strippers down here.
Right.
It was me standing in the projects, in the parking lot, with her in front of me, holding the damn apple, with the projects on my back, in black and white, because we killed out the picture, because we didn't want nobody to say, oh, that's sexist and all that. It wasn't about that. It was just about, I'm still here. Apple was the fruit that they said Adam and Eve made us see.
Mm-hmm.
And it took the woman to give us the apple, right? Well, damn, there you go. Miss Apple had the apple, and I was standing in front of her. She's the one that made me, I Still Won't Stop. That's how that started. Then volume 3 came. Volume 3 was actually a mixture. That some of the songs was done here in Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the songs was done in Charleston, South Carolina.
Okay.
The rest of the songs finished in California. Between LA, Riverside, Pasadena, it finished there.
Okay.
And that one was called I Ain't Stopped Yet.
That part.
So I Ain't Stopped Yet came about. I Ain't Stopped Yet did more than all of them, which it was a trilogy, and I made people wait. It's so many years in between the drops that it was like, is he gonna drop? Was he gonna drop? Well, I did it.
Right.
So people are like, you should do a volume 4. We ain't heard nothing from you. I'm like, you see how many singles I got out? Like, y'all could go listen to singles of songs.
Where can they find these 3 so far? Where can they find what
let's see. I know for a fact that Piff has all 3.
Right. That's crazy. They just crashed out that Piff.
They did.
Right.
But the site still works.
Okay. Okay, cool.
What crashed out was the mobile site.
Okay.
They stopped letting y'all do it mobile. You have to go to the actual website.
Okay. Thank you for that info. Y'all hear that?
Spinrella has volume 3.
Okay.
YouTube has volume 3.
Okay.
Who else got volume 3? All your major platforms, Spotify, Apple, they got volume 3. I gave volume 3 to the world, literally.
Out of
Tidal.
Okay.
Tidal got volume 3.
Okay.
But the difference is, when y'all put it out like that, let me give y'all this game real quick. When y'all put it out and it's a mixtape, for y'all who don't know, for y'all rappers that's saying y'all putting out mixtapes and don't understand that you're not, a mixtape has to consist of an industry beat that is known.
Right.
By an industry producer, or maybe not. They could be an indie producer, but that track that they dropped and a rapper or artist or R&B, anybody that got on it,
right,
that makes it an industry track. That's the only way you're making a mixtape track. That's the only way you're dropping a mixtape.
Right, because I tell people these EPs, it's an argument in my city now that the YouTube, about the free YouTube beats. How you feel about using those beats?
So, I'm not a YouTube free beat person. I'm gonna tell you why. As even though that they're free,
right,
it's not free to use commercially. You can only use those for promo because so many people are using it. Nobody can claim the rights, and the original producer who made it and dropped it on YouTube can come and sue all y'all and get his royalties from it if you making money from it by any means necessary.
Right.
So I don't do that. If I am gonna do it, I'm gonna hit them up and, hey, excuse me, hello. If I can't get them on the phone, I'm in the comments. Hey, check your inbox or something like that. And once I do, because you can go find on Volume 3, I Ain't Stopped Yet, Volume 3. It's a song called USA Canada Connection by me and a guy from Nova Scotia, Canada.
Right.
The beat that he used, because it was originally his song, he asked me to jump on it because he liked my style.
It's a YouTube
and he had no title. It's a YouTube beat by Ill Will Beats.
Right.
I reached out to Ill Will myself.
Right.
I was like, hey, Ill, I want this beat because we dropped this song to it. Ill told me straight up, you can only use it for promo purposes because that song has been sold. I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to put it on live streaming. I'm going to give you your credit. If they make money, you're going to get your money.
Right.
He said, cool, I'll make sure that I give whatever else on the back end to the artist whose song it actually is.
Right.
So if you go look on YouTube and look up USA Canada Connection featuring UK the Unknown. Notice, not my song, featuring. So really, I didn't have to give Ill Will no credit or none of that because it's not my song. But because it dropped on my mixtape and I gave it to the world, I gave him his credit so it doesn't fall on me.
I see you good at remembering your songs. What's your favorite song out of each project?
Personally, I ain't got none, but I'll say Ballaholic from I Still Won't Stop Till They Kill Me.
Okay.
Still Won't Stop. I'll say Ballaholic the remix or part 2.
For sure.
And I Ain't Stopped Yet. My favorite song on there, believe it or not, Dirty Laundry.
Okay, what's up with this Ballaholic? I see you saying Ballaholic and then the remix. That's your.
So Ballaholic is when I first started this music swiftly here in Cashville. I started a clique called CVB.
Right.
And a bunch of people automatically was like, oh, it's Crip versus Bloods. I'm like, no. It's Cashville Ballers.
Okay.
The clique didn't last. I still held the name because it was my name. When Lil Wayne and Birdman came out with Come With Straight Shots and Then Pop Bottles. Okay. All I did was I was like, okay, well, forget it. Cashville Ballers. I'm finna flip this beat and call it Ballaholic. So I dropped my impression behind that track, and then you got Ballaholic. Okay. And anybody that know me when it come to music, when it's a bullshit song and I'm finna lie in it, I say, well, time to flip to a stunt song.
That part.
So if you pay attention to the background, on the first Ballaholic, you'll hear me say, it's time for another stunt song.
My last question on this one, what is your favorite project out of all three? Like, which one is the one you really would? Because I hear you talking about the third one a lot. You know what I mean?
That's because the third one was the last one to drop, and there was a lot behind it. We had universal distribution behind it. We had serious distribution behind it.
Okay, talk about a little bit of that. I see you saying we had.
So to answer the first question, I don't have a favorite project because I'm never done. Okay. So it ain't no favorite project. I love all of them. Right. And as for the distribution, Universal has been trying to do a RL deal with me for Lock and Load Entertainment and Dope South Productions since early 2000. Right. But I started learning the business, and I, at the time, was trying to form a team. I did not want to take their deal at the time of an indie company at 10,000. 10,000, an indie company, and I had at least, 10, 20 artists under my belt, but it was only like about 10 signed to the label. what I'm supposed to do. 10,000, give every artist 1,000 and tell them, okay, let's work on a project. If anybody follows me on Facebook, Halliburton UK Davidson, I just put out an updated version of a budget list
Right.
for this year. $1,000 will barely get you promo.
Okay.
It'll get you promo. Don't get it wrong. But that's it.
That's it.
Even though at the bottom of that list I say, hey, $1,000 will get you a long way with me. That's me putting in and helping and putting in footwork for you by calling in favors or something like that.
Right.
But I can't do that with no 10 artists plus myself record label, so I backed out.
Okay.
But I only backed out of the RL deal. I still have good ties with Universal, still have good kinship with Universal that they were willing to be like, look, if you go ahead and do your thing and we rock with you and you rock with us, we'll let you push this as a Universal distribution. For people that don't know, Universal does have a distribution side only, right. Meaning you have no ties, you put up your money and then they help and they push and they market. But you got to put up your money. Right. So that's what I did. Then I turned around and dropped 2 singles under that same distribution. And then Universal was like, you know what? You dropped this and it did this, but the last 2 singles you dropped, we didn't see the money. We didn't see it climb enough in the time span we were looking. We're going to pull out. We didn't end on bad terms. I understand that. Yeah. And it's funny how I learned that. The way I learned that business through Vivo. And I'll tell y'all that maybe on this podcast, maybe not. But when they did that, I said, okay, I let it be. They gave me my money that it did make. They gave me back all my material. They didn't keep anything. Cool. We walked away. Right. Still got good friends in the business. Okay. Still got no producers from Universal. Still no A&Rs. Can make a telephone call right now if need be. Okay. Probably could go back to them on the distribution side, and I definitely know if I wanted to go ahead and pull an RL deal, I could. But that's not where I'm headed. Okay. But that's exactly why I say used to. Okay. As for serious distribution, I know the owner. The reason I'm an A&R for serious distribution is because of the owner. For sure. But I did not use serious distribution to push this or anything after this. Okay. Serious distribution is a name that I can put on anything that I do because I am one of the lead A&Rs. Okay. But they don't push any of my stuff personally. That's why it's a used to for both of them.
I see you were saying that at first people were telling you that you couldn't and that you know, and all this and that. When did you first start taking rap serious? What age? And,
When I was 6 years old and my grandfather passed away, I did what we in the black community don't know can happen to a person when trauma hits. I shut down completely. I stopped talking, didn't know how to walk no more. Couldn't use the bathroom. My mother had to retrain me to do these things. Right. As she retrained me and I'm listening to stuff going on, I'm listening to music, Tupac, Bone Thugs and Harmony, Biggie, Big L, Fat Joe, well, Big Pun, then Fat Joe. As I'm listening to all this music, then we flipped it, BB and CC Winans, the Winans Brothers, Kirk Franklin, Anita Rippleton, like all of these. And I know she ain't gospel. Right. I'm just showing y'all that I'm well-rounded in music, including country and alternative.
That's one of my questions too. Anyways, you know, like one of your favorite, like who are your favorite artists? So, you know, we're gonna get to that. But when did you start to know that you had a buzz with it? You know what I'm saying? Like hey, I got this.
To be honest, I don't know how far back people can go, but this is how I know I had a buzz. When I was 8, I was 7 when I constructed making beats and laying them. Right. But when I was 8, that's when I learned how to drop and mix. Okay. Forget mastering. When I started dropping and mixing, there was a young rapper out here that started his own label. Right. Called Get It How You Live. Okay. His name's Lil Myron.
Okay, put some history on it.
Lil Myron linked up with me. Mm-hmm. He also linked up with a guy named Shane. Right. Lord rest Shane's soul. And for anybody to know, Lil Myron is a pastor now. Shout out to Lil Myron. He linked me and Shane. Me and Shane sat in that studio night and day. dropping beats. Lil Myron dropped Get It How You Live, named after the label. Dropped Get It How You Live too, right after the label. He started gaining traction. He started getting noticed. Y'all remember the CDs. Y'all remember the poster with him in the red shirt with the backwards hat, the red flap. Those beats came from me, Shane, and a couple other guys.
Okay.
That's when I knew I started gaining traction.
Okay. So the rapping was at 6.
Mm-hmm.
And my condolences to your grandfather. And then the beats came at 8.
The beats started coming at 7, but they got perfected at 8.
Okay.
Yeah, the beats got perfected at 8, and then 9, 10, 11. My grandmama, my dad's mama stepped into place. She's a pianist. Bam, started learning the piano for myself. She made me learn, but I wanted to learn. Then we in school, listen to everybody play cadence with them snares. I want to play the drums. Bam, now I'm on the drums.
That's where that,
That's where that came from. So I played the drums and the piano. But then I also played the guitar because of my mother.
Okay.
I can't read music no more.
Right.
It's over. I play by ear though. And whatever I hear in my head, I can play it out all day. Now I can read face. That's the only 4 lines of music I can read. Everything else, don't ask me. Okay. You ask me to play sheet music, can't do it. Ask me to play Beethoven's Fifth, I learned that on purpose. I can din your ass real quick.
Right.
You tell me to play, I don't even know who that is. I think it's RL, but it's a Tupac song. You tell me to play that, I can play that off top because I know it.
Well, that's crazy. We have something in common because I play by ear and I play the Moonlight Sonata.
See?
Yeah, so
exactly.
You know, it's talent.
Yes.
Would you, if you had to choose between rap or the beats, which one would you pick?
I can't. That's why I do both.
Okay.
Because we did that. Me, if anybody remember the group back in the day when we was just like a Load Entertainment and I just brought Dope South to the table, me and Lady T, we had a fallout. Right. And in our fallout, I said, I'm done rapping. Then the next thing I know, it was 3 songs put out about me, and I responded to one. And in that song, my exact words was, I had quit rapping, but now you done woken a sleeping giant.
Right.
And it was like, I can't leave rap. I gotta do this. So it's rapping and
Teddy Bear, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it stood here.
Yeah. It was rapping and beat making ever since.
For sure.
So that was it.
Who are your favorite artists that, you know, because I heard you name a few. Who are your favorite artists you like to listen to or that inspired you?
You want me to be honest? I'm gonna stick with the inspire you part. The artist that inspired me the most, and if you go read a bio on me, you gonna see the same thing. Michael Jackson, bro.
Right.
Michael Jackson inspired me. I wanted to dance. I wanted to kick, move, flip, all that. I wanted to be Mike. I wanted to sing until I started learning that if you pay attention to Michael's cadence, Mike is actually rapping in some of his songs.
Yeah.
Mike can rap.
Yeah.
What else y'all don't know is Mike can fucking make beats. Mike used to make beats, but he did not let nobody know this.
Okay.
But if you go look at some of the music, he's down there as a producer.
Right.
Mike made beats, and then he showed it to the world.
That's how he was about to take over Sony.
Yeah. Yep.
Right.
But he showed it to the world when he did his Oprah interview. Oprah kept talking to him and cuz of beatboxing.
Okay. Oh yeah. I remember that. I wanted to be
like Mike.
She had already said something negative about him anyways, and then tried to have him on the show. You know how that is.
And Mike showed his true color.
Right. Somebody
Black.
talk bad about me and got me in their face. I probably would have did the same.
Exactly. But yeah, Mike inspired me, man.
What person, family wise, or you know, who inspires you to keep going or motivates you to keep going, or friend wise, you know what I mean?
So family wise, no bullshit, and I tell y'all this to this day, I done put it in blogs, comments, everywhere. My mother pushed me. Like when I was gonna just give up, my mother was like, nah, quit listening to everybody. Do what you do best. Do what you do best. It's you. Right. She pushed me to the limit. Like, I had deals on the table at a young age. Okay. I mean, major deals.
Okay.
That, you know, when you're a kid, they go to your parents. My mama used to come to me and say, so what we gonna do? Do you wanna do this? How we gonna do it? She used to ask me, even though I'm still a kid. She could have just said, we doing it, do it. She didn't. she asked me, and I always used to say, I just don't want to take that deal. I don't want to take that deal. I want to do this. I want to do that. I don't want to do that.
I see you've been around now.
And she, with her doing that, she was like, okay, if you don't want to do it, we ain't got to do it. Let's do what you want to do.
Right.
And to this day, any show I do, my mama bought tickets to come see me perform at the BET Hip Hop Awards in Atlanta. My mother bought tickets.
Right.
If that ain't motivation, that's my mama. You ain't got to buy nothing. She bought tickets with her own money.
You performed at the Hip Hop Awards?
Yes.
In Atlanta?
In Atlanta.
Okay.
Y'all can find that on YouTube.
Okay.
It's up. Just go to the Dope South Productions LLC page on YouTube. It'll say BET Hip Hop Awards, and y'all will see the stage we at. We did this song twice. We did it at Stankonia. That's the recording you'll see.
Right.
Then we did it on the outside stage at the BET Awards.
Oh, cool.
You will see it.
With that being said, what are some big names that you featured with?
I can give y'all what's coming. Because I don't want to go back. If I went back far down the line, it's crazy. Matter of fact, shout out Big Pistol, man. Shout out Pistol.
Okay.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that because you family. Forget the feature part, you family. So I'm going to shout out one of the legends of Cashville.
Right.
Shout out Big Pistol. And that was me as a youngin'. Back when I was Crazy P.
I just trying to let the people know that you're out there. You're not no little peon or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So they need to know.
But majors. So right now, what I got coming, a lot of people stream talking about me before Universal took it down. So I'm finna come out with the one y'all had was just me. That was my version. Never planned on putting on the album, but the version that's going on Collateral Damage, the EP between me and Mr. Servon from No Limit.
Okay.
It's called Talking About Me, not Talking About Me.
Right.
And that one is me, Mr. Servon, because it's IEP, but it's featuring Fiend from No Limit and Bizarre from D12.
Okay.
So that's the latest major feature. And the other feature that I just did, I supposed to keep quiet. Okay. But all I'm gonna say about it is this. You niggas don't wanna try me.
Okay.
Hopefully I won't get in trouble for that.
Okay. Yeah, that's enough. Don't even say nothing else. That's enough.
Nothing else said.
Oh. I heard you smoke with Snoop, man. What's that like?
The homie.
For sure.
Listen, I don't care what nobody in this world say. And I was there when it happened the first time.
Right.
Wiz Khalifa can't outsmoke that man. Nobody in this world can outsmoke this man.
Right.
And he smokes some good, and he got his own grow, and it's some good.
Right.
But yeah, that's that. Hey, I can do this, do that, and you're gonna be in a seat like this. Right. Like, I thought you could smoke, man. Whatever.
So Snoop has the best strains.
When it comes to him, he got some of the best strains. Okay. Wiz got some good strains too. Okay. Shout out to both of y'all. Anyway,
I'm hearing Wiz say Jim Jones on a podcast, I believe. I'm hearing a lot of names. Mike Tyson, Ric Flair.
Tyson got a good strand in edibles.
Right.
Ric Flair got a good strand in green. But if you want me to be honest, and I don't know if it's out to the rest of the world yet, but this is what I was pushing.
Right.
One of the best strands out right now is Smoke Champs.
Smoke Champs.
Smoke Champs got one of the best strands out right now. Okay. And that's because I give y'all one of the main ingredients. Cherry pie runs.
Okay.
That's one of the main ingredients in a pre-roll at that.
Right. You have grow houses of your own, though, don't you?
Yes, we do. Internationally lit. What's happening?
So what are your strands? You have any strands?
I got a strand that people like called Ani Kush, and it's made out of orange peel.
And you grew this?
I grew this.
Oh my goodness.
And the main ingredient for that was OG Kush. That was the main ingredient for that one.
For sure. How many grow houses do you have?
Technically on record we got 2.
And for the record, you live in Cali where this is legal.
Yes, I live in California where this is legal.
For sure. And you were born in Nashville.
Born in Nashville, Tennessee, where hemp just became legal.
If you That's crazy because one of my biggest questions I've asked everybody is, what do you feel about Nashville weed laws?
give it 2 more years and it's gonna be legal down here.
Okay.
This is something I've already looked into.
Okay.
Because I will be back home. We're internationally lit.
Okay. Now, Cali is not open carry state, right?
Never.
Nashville is. What do you feel about the Nashville open carry law? Are you for it?
I'm for it, but there's a lot of differences behind why I'm for it and why it's a tragic situation that it is being. I grew up here.
Right.
Gang banging. Ain't even gang banging. Sides, beefing with sides.
For sure.
That was my era.
Right.
We fought in teenage clubs.
For sure.
Trying to hit each other with cars as teenagers.
John Henry.
You see what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
with it being open carry now, and the youngest that's up under us,
What's up?
I don't feel it as a good thing.
What is a near-death experience or a moment that made you wake up and slow down at night?
I ain't have a near-death experience to make me slow down.
Right.
I had a daughter.
Okay. Okay.
And I got blessed with my first child.
For sure.
She died. My grandmama called me on the phone, asked me some questions. 3 days later, no, in between them 3 days, I get a call from the hospital. My daughter died. Turn around, get a call. 2 days after that, my grandmama died. Get a call from the hospital. Within that same day, I found out my grandmama died and said, don't worry about coming to sign the death certificate. Your daughter's alive.
What?
That was my slowdown.
Okay.
I stopped smoking weed. I became a father. I stopped doing a lot of stuff. I put music on hold. I put filming, all that, everything. Everything dealing with everything went on hold. I was a father.
Understood.
No, my daughter was born 5 months early. Wasn't supposed to be here. You touched her skin, it rolled off and she bled.
Dang.
She had tubes in her throat. She used to pull the tubes out of her throat. She didn't like the tubes. She pulled the tubes. As soon as she pulled it, she'll bleed from here. Then her hands would bleed because her skin was so soft. But she pulled that tube.
Finally.
She was bleeding. That's what slowed me down.
I see you got a cool vibe. So is that what makes you so humble now?
I don't know. I think I've always been a humble person because you got to push me.
Right.
But once you push, you find a beast, and you don't want that beast.
So if you've always been a humble person, what makes you so humble?
My grandfather made me humble.
For sure.
The preacher himself made me humble. That was the father that didn't have to be a father. He could have just been a granddaddy.
Right.
And he taught me a lot of family, what you're supposed to do, look out for people. Even though somebody might do you bad, you get them the benefit of the doubt one time. After that, you can cut them loose. You ain't got to cut them off,
For sure.
but you can cut them loose.
For sure.
That's what brought me to where I am now.
My condolences to your grandmother too. Back on the producing part, do you have a favorite beat in particular that you made?
Kinda. Because as soon as you said it, it came to my head. So, as an artist by the name of Big Benji, he's from Florida. Shout out to 305. Anybody that know about Big Benji, he's Guatemalan and Mexican. Or Guatemalan and something.
Okay.
Guatemalan and Hebrew. Something like that. Whatever it is, he used to call himself Guacamole. It was funny.
Right.
He was an artist that came up under my label when I was in South Carolina. And he really wanted to get into the beat making side of things.
For sure.
And so he used to sit back, watch me construct the beat, even just beat making, like on the computer. And he was like, I can do this, teach me. And I said, I'm gonna give you the equipment for free. So I dropped my whole drive over to his laptop, and he was trying, and he came up with this heavy bass line beat. And he was like, I don't know what to do with it. When he did it, it was 8-bar construct, and it just went. And I said, hey, do you want to do a collab feature? He was like, yeah, sure. I said, let me get the rest of the beat and I'll finish it. He was like, I want to sit right here when you do it. I was like, cool, let's do it. So I went and broke it down, 16 bars, constructed it, added stuff to it, mixed it, mastered it. That's the hardest beat made, and we call it Bass in Your Trunk. And you can go on either IG. I think you could go on IG.
Mm-hmm.
On Instagram at Making Music Studios, and you'll find it.
Okay.
And if you can't find it there, it's somewhere on Facebook.
Okay.
I do know that for a fact. And if you can't find it there, it is definitely on TikTok.
Okay.
At Lock and Load. It's not under Lock and Load. Under Dope South Productions, LLC. It's TikTok. You'll find it.
Right. With the collab feature thing being said, do you have anybody you dream of collaborating with on a beat?
Yeah. Heck yeah.
For sure.
I want to definitely collab with Jazzy Faye.
Okay, sure enough.
Definitely.
Okay.
And I'm talking about old school Jazzy Faye. For y'all that don't know.
Okay.
Too Short came from the Bay, moved to Atlanta. After signing Lil Jon doing his thing, he signed Jazzy Faye. I want to collab with that Jazzy Faye. Nah, I want to collab with Jazzy Faye though. His feel is smooth, energetic, and I just like that vibe for our era.
Right.
The era right before the snap music.
Right.
I want that vibe, so I definitely want to collab with Jazzy Faye.
Right.
Jazzy Fizzle, Production Shizzle, my nizzle.
I hear that you have did some business with Universal, and you're also an A&R Sirius, right?
Right.
So if any label was to come sign you, or you know, do you even want to be signed?
Personally, nah.
Okay.
But I would take it if it goes by my stipulations, not demands, because I don't really want to demand shit. The only demand that I have is that I keep my masters and my publishing.
Right.
But my stipulation is, if you're signing me as an artist, 30 or better.
Okay.
If you're just signing me.
Okay.
Because I'm still going to take my indie label and take my money and piece it out to my indie label.
Right.
But if you're going to sign my label, I need 50 or better.
Okay.
And really, I don't want to settle for 50.
Which count would you be rocking with, though? Like CMG.
It's a lot to choose from.
Like, which one would you feel?
Mario Mims. My bad. Yo Gotti for y'all.
Okay.
CMG. I mess with Mario as an artist. I don't think Yo Gotti is ready to put his label to sign a label.
Okay.
No, I said I don't think. So ain't no disrespect. That's just my opinion. And that's just my opinion because his label is doing so much now. Like, for y'all that don't know, which I just actually learned myself, Moneybagg Yo, which is a CMG artist, has his own label.
Yeah, Endless.
Yeah. And he signed Finesse 2 times.
Right.
With that being said, you see the separation?
Well, let me take that back. Who is it that has Endless? Moneybagg has Bread Gang.
Bread Gang, yeah. Moneybagg has Bread Gang, not Endless.
Who has Endless signed Moneybagg and then he hopped in position for Gotti after that. You know
right, right. See, like I said, I just learned this too. And you're right, it is Bread Gang.
That has Endless. Zach Randolph is involved in all that too.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
he is. But Moneybagg does have Bread Gang, and he signed Finesse 2 times.
For sure. Shout out Fredo Rufus.
CMG has nothing to do with Bread Gang.
For sure.
But even Moneybagg will tell you, after putting his money into different assets so it can keep rising, because he didn't just go blow it.
Right.
He did it smart. Even y'all saw it on live. His girl was so smart and bought this man an acre and turned it into a trust. So he owns that acre, but his kids gonna own that acre.
Right.
He turned around and put his money in the Bread Gang from CMG. So that's why I say, I do it. And Gotti always pays up. We just saw what he did with Glorilla.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Gloria Hallelujah, girl. You doing your thing.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna, yeah.
She hate that, but I love the fact that it's her name.
For sure. Oh, yeah. That is her name.
Yeah. So, yeah, I would mess with CMG. But me on a personal, I don't have a label that stands out. I would rock with anybody that has great business.
Right.
If the business is tight, knit, locked in place, I'm down. If the
Okay.
business has brackets where I can find a loophole,
Right.
and trust me, I study a lot and I know entertainment lawyers.
Right.
Shout out to Phaedra down in Atlanta. She used to be one. Y'all better get up on it. If I can find a loophole before I hand it to an entertainment lawyer, I don't need that business, because that means you left that contract open to fuck me in some way.
Right.
And on that note, that's why we never signed to Sony in 06. For y'all that know the business, that's exactly why Lock and Load Entertainment did not sign. Sony fucked us out of 4 songs. They paid us for 2.
Okay. Put some history on it. Okay.
R. Kelly didn't either. Hate the fact that he in prison for what he in prison for, but R. Kelly left Sony for the same reason.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. Look at how the industry really was like, yeah, we ain't fuck with Sony. Shit, Jagged Edge walked away from a deal with them. They
Right.
didn't even take it. The industry, if the industry walked away, and Sony is a well-known company, why would I take it? I'm not stupid enough.
Speaking of these companies, man, I know you've been on the Cali tune, but what do you feel about these Nashville radio stations?
We need to come off of playing the same songs every 5 minutes.
Okay.
I came back home thinking, okay, we finna get into some. I'm finna hear some new stuff. I'm finna hear some Nashville artists. All that.
They don't give them the chance, huh?
You wanna know what I heard? I heard, what's the new one? Shabuya. Shabuya roll call. Hey, that plays so much that we sat in the car, cuz, and I done came up with my own motherfucking Shabuya roll call for us.
I ain't gonna lie, I got a whole song to the
Straight
I got a whole
up.
song to the Glorilla tomorrow. It's called Today.
Listen, that played 1,000 times.
Okay.
And what else played? It was something else that just kept spinning and spinning, and then it just played a whole bunch of old shit.
For sure.
Like, I'm like, if y'all gonna play some old shit, play some old shit when niggas was here. Play
For sure.
Snooty Wild.
For sure.
Y'all ain't played none of his shit.
For sure.
Cud dead.
Tell me a little bit about the Red Eye Festival.
Red Eye Fest, any type of car that you got that you feel is muscle, fast, nice, luxury, costs a lot, that's how I started.
Right.
Everybody got Dodge Red Eyes. Y'all got Hellcats, Scat Packs, Demons. That's how I started.
That is the
And if
Red
it ain't
Eye.
with the music,
Okay.
if it ain't with music, ain't no need to not do it.
Right.
So we threw the music in it. We had people with it. If y'all go look up Critically Acclaimed featuring E40, Prime Time, that's when we kind of put it out there to let y'all know, like, we did this Red Eye Fest. Here go part of the reason why. And then we gonna finish this.
For sure.
And it's gonna be forever. And at first it was always circling around 420. That was cool up until this year came around.
Right.
We ain't doing it around 420 this year. August the 19th, it's going down. Red Eye Fest, round 3. Y'all come, see what it's about. Get your tickets. Y'all want slots, get your slots ready. Bang us.
For
Y'all
sure.
can go at Red Eye Festival _ on IG.
Okay.
Hit us up if you need a slot. We'll shoot you all the information.
For sure.
Straight like that.
For sure.
Get it how you live.
Mm.
Let's dead.
For
Nigga,
sure.
you been my brother for a long time, and we gonna leave it at that. And we dead at that beef.
For sure.
Beef is stress. Stress leads to heart attacks. I want to live to see 110 years old.
Yeah.
When I turn 100, I'm gonna find me a 40-year-old. I'm a boner, and then I'm gonna blow dust in her ass to see if I can make some kids.
For sure. So Justice for Dan Dan and Officer Delk got to walk. How do you heal from that? How do you cope with that?
You can't cope because that was first degree murder. Funk dropped it down to manslaughter on a deal we knew nothing about. You can't. You
That's
have
your
to.
brother.
You could take the pain like I do, and put it back into this music. Put it into something that can make money, but you don't heal from that. Even though, don't get me wrong, I got a tattoo on my arm with the Queen Nefertiti that say, "Time heals all wounds." Those are facts.